Hey guys, Miss Kerri here and welcome to this very cheesy edition of Cooking with Kerri. June 4th is National Cheese Day, so we're celebrating by making cheesy mozzarella stuffed rice balls. And man, do I have some Gouda cheese facts for you. Did you know that it takes 10 pounds of milk to make just 1 pound of cheese? That's a lot of milk. Also, there are over 2,000 varieties of cheese in the world. Cheese Louise! All right, that might have been enough cheese puns. So, are you guys ready to get your mess on? Let's get started.
Okay guys, so we got all of our ingredients here. Before we go through them, this is a good time for you to get your grown-ups help and set your oven to 425 degrees so that it can preheat while we put everything together. So, let's go over our ingredients before we put them all together. We have 2 eggs. We have 1 tablespoon of parsley, a ½ cup of Parmesan cheese, a ½ teaspoon of salt, a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1½ cup of breadcrumbs, 6 mozzarella cubes cut up into about 1-inch pieces, however close to it you can get, and 1 cup of rice. You can use leftover rice, or I made some earlier and just left it in the pot to use for today. So, first thing we're going to do is take our 2 eggs and put them in our bowl. We're just going to beat those a little bit before we add everything else. Okay. So let's add in our parsley, our Parmesan cheese, salt, pepper, and garlic powder. The breadcrumbs and the mozzarella is for later. We don't need those yet. All right, let's mix this all up. All right, once you've mixed that all together, it should kind of look like that, very thick. All right, and now to add our rice. Okay, let's stir that all up. Be sure to use a sturdy spoon because this mixture is going to be very thick. All right, once it's all mixed up, it'll get harder to mix, and you can see all of the parsley and cheese scattered throughout. That looks pretty good. So I have here my baking sheet and I spread vegetable oil on it. A couple of tablespoons will do ya. So let me get my assembly line going and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I got my assembly line set up here. Whenever you're breading things, it's always a good idea to set up everything in a row just to make it a little easier on yourself. So first, I'm gonna get a little bit of water on my hands with my bowl of water, just so the rice doesn't stick to me too much. Then with a ½ cup measure, like this, we're gonna plop that there, and we're going to loosely form a ball. Next, you flatten it just a little, and we're gonna take one of our cheese chunks and put it in the center, and then you kind of just fold the rice all around it. Just like that. You might lose a little, that's okay. See? And then we roll it around in our breadcrumbs. And last, we put it on our cookie sheet with vegetable oil. I just roll it around a little to get the oil on every side. All right. And there's our first rice ball. I'm gonna keep on making the rest of them. right, guys, that should have made 6 rice balls. If you got more or less, that's totally fine because don't worry, it'll be super cheesy and super good either way. So now you're gonna take this cookie sheet and place it in your 425-degree oven for 20 to 25 minutes or until golden brown, and you are gonna serve these with some yummy tomato sauce. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know how you liked this recipe, if you liked getting your hands dirty for this one, and be sure to share any pics that you took of your food below. All right, guys, I hope you enjoy National Cheese Day. Bye.